get back in, we're going to start with our seat belt. My seat belt, it is properly mounted and secure. It's not cut, torn, or frayed. It latches and unlatches properly. Next, I'm going to perform a safe start, making sure my truck is in neutral, my brakes are set. Turn my key into the on position. Fucking up my rhythm. All right, so I'm looking for my ABS light to come on and off, which it did, and then I'm looking for my gauges to cycle. Once that has happened, you're going to go ahead and start it by pushing the clutch in and starting it up. Remember, your air pressure will need to be built all the way up. It'll build up by itself, or you can rev the engine up to build it up. But while it's building, I'm going to go ahead and start with my mirrors. Both of my mirrors are properly mounted and secure. Not cracked, damaged, or broken, and adjusted to my view. My overhead, it is properly mounted and secure. Not cracked, damaged, or broken. There is no loose debris or any items that will fall and interfere with my driving. My floorboard, it is properly mounted and secure. Not cracked, damaged, or broken. No enlarged holes or no debris that will roll and interfere with my driving. My defrost, turn it to the dual position so it's heat blowing at the top and the bottom. Turn the heat on and turn it all the way up. Place your hand at the top. Make sure you feel heat blowing at the top. Place your hand at the bottom. Make sure you feel heat blowing at the bottom. It's working properly. All right. Next, I'm gonna do my horn, my city horn. It's working. My air horn, it is working. All right. Next, I'm gonna do my lights. My left turning signal is working properly. My right turning signal is working properly. My four-way flashers are working properly. My high beams is working properly. There's this handle, pull it towards you, look for the blue indicator. High beams. All right. My low beam is going to be over here to my left. There is a knob. You turn to the middle icon. Low beams are working properly as well. Next, I'm going to do my gauges. I'm going to call them out individually. My voltmeter gauge is working. My oil gauge is working. My water temperature gauge is working. My RPM gauge is working. My speedometer gauge is working. Primary, secondary air gauges are working. Fuel and depth gauges are all properly mounted, secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and working properly. All right, next I'm going to go up to my windshield. My windshield, it is properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, damaged, or broken, and there are no illegal stickers. Next, I'll do my windshield wipers. My windshield wipers are properly mounted and secure. Not cracked, damaged, or broken, working properly. On my windshield wiper blades, it's rubber on there, so it has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Next, I'm going to check my windshield wiper fluid. Take this handle, push it in and hold it. My windshield wiper fluid is dispensing properly. All right. After you've done everything inside, take a second and make sure you didn't forget anything, and go ahead and start your brake test. All right. So now I'm going to be starting my brake test. The first step to starting your brake test is turning your truck off. Okay. Turn the truck off. The next step is to turn it back into the on position, so all the lights on the dash come in. All right, turn it to the on position. The next step, to release both of these brakes. This is the reason we put that shock out there, so we won't roll forward. I get a lot of students that fail because they forget to release these. Don't forget to release those, all right? The next step is I'm going to apply pressure onto my service brake for 60 seconds, and I should not lose more than 4 psi. On the day of your test, they will time you. I will not time it now. 1, 2, 3, 60. All right, I didn't lose more than 4 psi in 60 seconds. The next step is to pump my brakes. I want to pump my brakes until my low pressure warning alarm come on at 55 psi. All right. All right. Next, I'm going to continue to pump my brakes until my emergency spring brakes pop out between 20 and 45 psi. Make sure that they pop out, guys. If you don't see them visibly, pump all the way down to 0. If you pull them out manually, you will fail automatically. All right, they both popped out. Once you see them pop out, go ahead and pull them all the way out. Next, I'm going to perform another safe start and to build my pressure up to 125 psi. Clutch in, start it up. Guys, remember, there's 2 portions of this brake test: apply and the tug. You got to do the apply, which we just did, before you do the tug test. All right. while my truck is building up air pressure, I'm gonna turn my wheel all the way to the left so it can release that shock, and I'm gonna get out and get it. Using 3 points of contact, getting in and out. You don't have to see it, you just gotta do it. Make sure you turn your wheels back straight because you will need to pull out. Put your seatbelt back on. And continue to build your air pressure. If you don't build your air pressure before you get out, make sure you build it up when you get back in. Alright, so I'm going to be testing my trailer and tractor brake, and I'm also going to be testing my service brake, okay? Guys, remember, to test one of these, you got to push in the opposite. So if I'm going to test my trailer brake, I got to push in my tractor brake, which is also labeled parking brake. If I'm testing my tractor brake, I'm going to push in my trailer brake, okay? I'm just going to go to 100. But on the day of your test, you will build it all the way up. Alright, so first thing you want to do is put your truck into a low gear by pushing the clutch in, bringing it over, putting it in gear 1. So I'm going to test my trailer brake first. So I'm going to push in my tractor brake. Release the brake. I'm going to bring my foot off the clutch slowly until I feel a slight tug. There's my tug. The trailer brake is working. Next, I'm going to be testing my tractor brake by pushing in my trailer brake and repeating the same thing. I'm already in a low gear. You can keep it in a low gear if you feel comfortable putting it back in neutral and then doing it, that's totally fine. So next I'm going to just repeat it, raise my foot off the clutch until I feel a slight tug. There's my tug. Alright, next I'm going to be testing my service brake, which means I'm going to go 5 miles per hour, come to a complete stop. First thing you want to do is go ahead and release the brakes. My truck is still in the low gear, and you can keep it in low gear. So on the day of your test, you will actually get the truck up to 5 miles per hour in your speedometer. Today, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go up slightly and come to a complete stop. Put your truck back in neutral, sit your brakes, tell your examiner that concludes your in-cab and brake test, guys. Today is the last time I'm going to be doing this or any other instructor. You guys will be doing this by yourselves. We're just being here to help you. Make sure you study. All right, you miss anything on that brake test on your day of your test, automatic fail. All right, that's all I got for you.